Howdy do, everybody. So right now I am uploading a video. It's a short video. It is basically, so where to start? So TikTok, right. When TikTok first kind of started out, I made an account on there that was at Topless Topics, since that's, my thing. And I posted a few videos to it, and I was immediately started getting hit with nonsense bans, with nothing showing, nothing showing, and yet still getting hit with nonsense bans. So I kind of was just like, whatever, fuck TikTok. But then later, so many people were using it that I was like, fine, I'll give it another try. Except that I couldn't log into my original at Topless Topics TikTok, so I made a new one. I actually ended up making like 3 new ones because there's so many different ways you can log in, like email, Facebook, Instagram, blah blah blah, that like I couldn't seem to figure out my old logins. But the one that I used the most, it was actually Clio Topics, but then I was able to change it to Topless Topics TV, which is confusing. And that's the one that I used for like the last 2 years, and I never posted regularly to it, and it was just sort of like random whatever videos. Most of them were just my kids being cute or me ranting about Trumpers or whatever. And I had a few more videos banned over the years, always for absolute bullshit that did not happen. Anytime I had, Trumper or Trump or MAGA or anything like that in the description of the video, almost always the video would get banned for nudity because the Trumpers would just report it. But anyway, and then June this year, I talked about it before, but I went to VidCon, and this year in VidCon, it was very focused on TikTok, because TikTok was the main sponsor, and so most of the headlining creators, and I mean I use that term loosely for a lot of the people because I'm a bitter old bitch, but anyway, influencers, etc., were TikTok peoples. And TikTok is huge. It's huge, and it does have a bad rap for just attractive teenagers lip syncing and dancing, which obviously are ubiquitous and do get a lot of views. But there's good content on there as well. Sarah Cooper, I think her name is. She does the flawless Trump impersonations, and Baba Yaga or whatever her name is. Drew Afuelo or whatever. She was also headlining creator at YouTube or whatever who does the epic takedowns of toxic asshole men. They're all on TikTok too, and so there are good TikTokers out there. But anyway, and given that my online content, especially Topless Topics or whatever, I haven't been doing it all these years just to hear myself talk. And as much as I hate playing by the patriarchal's rules, if I ever want to go anywhere with this series, which probably won't ever happen at this point, but anyway, as a creator, it behooves me to try these different platforms, even if they are all patriarchal and easily exploited by haters and whatever. So anyway, long story short, it turned out that the reason I couldn't log into my original TikTok Topless Topics account is because they used to let you use your Instagram to log in, and that must have been what I signed up with, and then they took away that ability, so that's why I wasn't able to log back in. But I was able to contact TikTok support, and it took some confusing back and forth because it's like a whole, you have to go to report a problem to even find the replies and everything like that. Finally, they sent me a list of tell us what phone model you had at the time and when you posted your first TikTok and the way that, and a lot of it I was kind of making educated guesses, but I guess I proved my identity enough that they finally sent me a message yesterday saying oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna restore your access or whatever. So and then they asked what phone number and or email do I want it attached to, and so both my main Topless Topics TV at Gmail email and my phone number are attached to other TikTok accounts that I had made while I was trying to figure out how to access the original one. And the main one that I actually have videos on is Topless Topics TV. So I went on that account and I downloaded every video I'd ever put on there, and it was actually several dozen. I didn't realize I had posted that many, but and I think the most views I got on any of them was there were like two or three videos that had over 1,000, and it was always the ones that Trumpers hated that they didn't manage to get banned yet. But yeah, like they were all hate views or whatever. Anything that I just thought was cute or funny basically got no views. But that's okay, you know, whatever. I never really promoted TikTok very much. But yeah, so I downloaded all the videos, and my plan, once I do actually have access to the first Topless Topics account, I'm going to re-upload the better stuff that's still timely, because some of it I'm like reading hate mail and stuff like that, which is always timely. But I'm gonna do that. I want to do like reactions to my old videos, kind of. So like probably where you like have your face in front of something behind you. Play some of my Handmaid's Tale censored videos. Hopefully those ones don't get banned for nudity. But yeah, like stuff like that. I don't know. You can upload pre-made videos to TikTok if you put the file on your phone, which is really stupid that they make it that way. Like, why not just let people upload from their computers? But I don't know. They put these weird artificial restrictions on it, and like, you know, Instagram's the same way. But yeah. So anyway, so the video I'm uploading right now, I took the videos of Aiden being cute or whatever, and I didn't really want to put it up on my Topless Topics YouTube just because I got, you know, so many haters on there, and it's just kind of weird to have a video that focuses on my kids. Like, you know, my kids will be in the background of like videos like this and stuff, but I don't really have videos focused on them. And also, you know, my entire YouTube, Topless Topics YouTube, is banned from monetization. It has been for years. So on the infinitesimal chance that, you know, this video took off, because yay, cute kids, you know, I would never be able to monetize it. Monetizing videos with your kids in it is such a weird concept, and like I actually did vlogs on it before a while ago, but I have mixed feelings on it. I think that, you know, like my kids are really cute, and yes, I don't want people to like take the videos and do bad things to them, but like I don't know, I can't stop that. And also like those people, they're not like sexual videos, they're not naked videos or whatever, so it's like if they're just gonna take a video of a clothed kid singing Twinkle Twinkle, like that, I don't know, that's an extreme problem on their end, not mine. But I do definitely not support exploiting your kids, as in like making them do stuff like the fucking, what are they called, I can't remember what they're called, they're like the most infamous rich people family vloggers that like have videos complaining about how long it's taking to build their latest mansion and stuff. Can't remember. The guy's like a basketball player or something like that. Anyway, like one of the videos that they apparently did is they like took their little kid to a porn shop, and then they bought her penis shaped lollipop and were like recording her licking it, and I'm just like, yeah. Somewhat related, yesterday, I think, on Twitter, there was the trending topic of this male pair of twins who married a female pair of twins, and it was like their kids are they're like 3 years apart, and it's like they're cousins and also technically, you know, genetically brothers or whatever. And the twin parents literally decided they were only going to marry other twins, which is a little like, okay. But I just like commented that like, and of course they have Instagrams that, you know, an Instagram that's like, I assume, you know, has 1 million views or whatever like that. And so all I did was like leave a reply I'm like, you know, I find it distasteful to like plan your family, you know, your kids based around getting a lot of online clout. And a couple people agreed, but then a whole bunch of people were like, it's their life, what do you care, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, you're a fan of them. Like, it's a reply on somebody's, you know, a major publication's story about it. It's not on their content. Like, I'm not going to their content and being like, you're creeps, you know? And I don't know, it's just funny to me the way people will, like, bend over backward to vociferously defend, you know, their idols from not even, like, literally all I was like is, like, it's distasteful. I didn't, like, say anything worse than that. Anyway, but finally, I didn't want to upload this video of Aiden to Topless Topics because I just don't want to like have videos focused on my kids uploaded there. And it's not gaming related, so I don't want to do it on Sarah Got Game. I hear footprints. I better But foot stomps better change my camera angle before Link comes bursting in the door naked. And anyway, just making sure I don't have anything. Yeah, okay. I don't have anything like address or anything showing. I'm still organizing my office. It's a nonstop process. So I decided to post it on my really old YouTube account. I think it's actually my second account. I don't know if it's the first one. And I changed the name a long time ago to Chimera, which is just one of the nicknames I kind of try to go by, you know, Chimera, Chimera. And I haven't posted to it since August 22, 2013. So, you know, almost directly 9 years ago? Math. What even is it? Basically almost a decade ago. And it was, like I said, it was one of my first ones that's just really random shit, because it was the beginning of YouTube and beginning of making videos online and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just was like, I'll put it on there. Oh, and I didn't want to put it on the Link's Plays channel that I made a while ago that is supposed to be, it's like a kid-friendly one where it's just videos of like Link going to the museum or something. And I have like 3 videos on it, and I have videos recorded that I never edited, and I should probably go back and edit them, even though they're like years old at this point, so it's gonna be kind of funny. But I didn't want to put it up there because I downloaded the video from TikTok. It has @Topless Topics TV on the video, and I don't want to have that on videos on a completely unrelated channel that's supposed to be made for kids. So, and I could edit it out, but I was like, that's going to be so much extra work. I don't want to. I might make one in the future. I don't know. But yeah, so I have the Aiden one uploading now. I also have a bunch of footage of just Link, and then I have some that's the 2 of them. And so I was probably going to make those into videos too. But yeah, it's just kind of funny putting it on this really old channel of mine. I am so excited for Link to finally go back to school on Tuesday. I got forced into being on the being PTA secretary because they desperately were begging to have people take over the leadership position, because they can't have a PTA if they don't have people filling these roles. And I just flat out refused to be president. So I settled for secretary, and we're like trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing, because we're blind leading the blind. And frustratingly, the president doesn't know how to use Zoom, rarely remembers to check her email, and apparently leaves her phone at home, and it, like, the battery runs out all the time. So it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to rely on? Hold on. But again, she didn't want to be president either. Like, we all literally just basically got forced into position because nobody else would take it. So, but I do like to boss people around, so there's that. But yeah, I'm just so anxious for Link to go to school, and Aiden be in daycare again on the days that they're not sick. I have so many videos saved up that I filmed and haven't edited yet. I have one that I filmed a couple of days ago talking about my opinions or my feelings on being invited to an adult-only nudist pool party. And no, it's not a swinger party. Like, it's a legitimate group of nudists that, you know, their Facebook group, because for some reason they use Facebook, a nudist group that uses Facebook. Oh, irony. Specifically is like no sexual comments, blah blah blah. But it is specifically for 20s and 30-year-olds. So I'm, 36. So I'm a couple years of aging out, and I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird dichotomy where it's like nudism, especially its representation online, is extremely predominantly older straight white cis male. And I've talked about this before, like, go see my why I don't call myself a nudist anymore video, but basically, as far as non-males go, we get objectified all the time, and especially online, and especially times a million, if we're talking about non-sexual nudity. So it makes sense that there's not really any women nudists online, or at least people that like make it reveal that they're women. So I understand, and there's nothing about like you can't, join if you're male in this nudist group, but they specifically say, must be 20s and 30s. And I guess that's maybe to try to make it a little more welcoming to not middle-aged and older nudists, which, do exist, but it's a little harder for us to find each other. But anyway, and I recorded the video, and I haven't edited it yet. And when I recorded the video, they said it was adults only. But now we found something about, I guess maybe kids are allowed as long as, you're with a 20 or 30-year-old adult. And so now I maybe might go. I don't know. It might be too late for me to even sign up. It's at a private pool, like somebody's house, which makes sense because, their events are all about being naked. And good luck finding a public pool that will let you go naked. But yeah, I've taken the kids to clothing optional beaches before, and I would prefer them to keep on swim trunks. Aiden usually does. Link, sees other naked people, and so he wants to be naked, and I'm just like, Link, there's no protection here against perverts just being in the bushes taking pictures of you. I don't want you to be naked here. So it's not like, and I mean, obviously, like, around the house, we're naked all the time. Not all the time. Definitely not like those people who wear clothing are trash. I shouldn't say all the time. We're never like, oh my God, you can't be naked. I prefer to not be cold, and to, if I have to go outside, not have to, like, rush around finding clothes. So I generally always wear clothes, except in the water, because bathing suits are fucking, I hate the feeling of bathing suits. But my kids are always fucking naked. Like, I have to force them to get dressed because they're just comfortable that way. So, that part of the pool party or whatever isn't a hesitation to me. The biggest barrier was just, one, without the kids, I find pools boring. And two, Matthew would have to stay home to watch the kids. And so the only person I know there would be the guy who invited me, Philip, who, we became friends with after he started following me on Plexstorm, and then we found out he lived close, and, he's fine or whatever. He's good. He's a good friend. He helped me build the computer. But, other than that, they're all going to be total strangers. And just, like, the whole just come here and be naked thing is so weird and boring to me. And again, this is what I talk about in the video that I haven't edited and uploaded yet. But basically, like, because I was raised a nudist, and because, in my home life, it's not a big deal if I want to be naked. Like, I'm topless a lot, I just don't like having to carry a towel around to sit on things. That's stupid to me. Because I have, plenty of opportunity to practice nudism, or just not be clothed without it being a big deal in my private life. I don't really feel the need to, like, go to an event just to be naked. But for people who don't have the opportunity, especially who, like, don't really have friends and family that are okay with non-sexual nudity, I can see why they would want to go. So, but yeah, at this point, I probably will go if I can bring the kids and Matthew, because going to the pool is only fun if I have the kids with me, because then it's like vicariously enjoying it with them, because it's fun to watch your kids be, like, happy and excited, and it's exercise, Ironically, this weekend is only supposed to be in the 70s, but today and tomorrow, 93, which is better than the 98 that they were saying it was going to be, and then it goes back up to 90 during the middle of the week next week. So the weekend is supposed to be nice and temperate. It's funny. It's like how it happened when we visited San Diego. The week prior that we were all down there together and we tried to go to the beach and stuff, it was fucking cold. And then after the rest of the family went home and I stayed there for VidCon, all of a sudden it was in the 90s. But yeah. All right. Oh, and apparently, like, this year is a third El Nino, and starting next year it's supposed to be even drier and hotter up here in the Pacific Northwest. So, multiple weeks of 98 up to, over 100-degree weeks on end throughout July and August and maybe September, is on the colder side. We're so fucked. And once again, I'm talking about climate change in one of these vlogs. Kind of hard to avoid it. So anyway, yeah, if you want to see the video of Aiden being cute and you're not just some, like, fucking pedophile, I don't even know the name of that YouTube account. Well, just look it up on Twitter or whatever. I'll post a link to it. So you can go watch it there. Maybe I'll post a link in the description here. I don't know. I'm gonna restrict comments. I don't want fucking weird ass garbage pedophiles or whatever. Of course, they don't get banned from YouTube, but I do. Yeah. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna go do that.